So Salesforce is basically a cloud-based technology, and here what we are trying to do is like, if you will read or you'll go through the video, so it's written that Salesforce is a CRM tool or a CRM product. So CRM means customer relationship management. It is a platform, or let's say it's a tool through which we, manage the customer relationship. For example, you have a company, okay, and let's say you have a car wash company, and you want to know your clients, or you want to interact with clients which are interested in car washing, so that they can access to your organization. So that can be done with the help of Salesforce. So Salesforce will be in the between, and through Salesforce you will be contacting your clients as well as the users. Okay, so for Salesforce, your car wash company would be a customer, and the clients or the users which are interested in car wash, they will be the customer for you, and you will be a customer of Salesforce. So by this cycle, we can go ahead and we can create a customer relationship, and we can manage that relationship. So that is, in Salesforce, you will be working on different types of clouds. Like you have Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Community Cloud. There are, means you have number of clouds on which you will be working. So how do we, choose the clouds? We choose the clouds on the basis of what is our application. Okay. For example, if we are going and we are, selling a product, and we want to, promote our product, so we can use Sales Cloud. Service Cloud is basically used where the service is being offered. For example, we have field service or any kind of service which we are offering, that will come under Service Cloud. Similarly, we have Marketing Cloud, that is specialized only for the marketing people, for the marketing of the product, how we are going to send the email templates, how we are going to design the email templates and everything. So that comes under Marketing Cloud. So it has number of clouds. We have Health Cloud also. So it has number of clouds, and we choose cloud on the basis of our organization's interest, let's say, or focus. Okay, so why Salesforce is unique? So it is unique because, first of all, it helps in customer relationship management. Secondly, it requires no infrastructure. Okay, so you don't need to have big machineries or big architecture or something like that. You can just do everything with your own laptop. Okay, and then we can build everything with the help of apps which are already available in the Salesforce, or we can go ahead and we can use the paid app, or we can use any other app and we can integrate it with Salesforce, and then we can use that app. What is CRM? CRM is your customer relationship management. Okay, and there are different products for CRM. These are some examples. Then there is one more term which is most commonly used. Like as we said, CRM, there is one more term which is ERP. So your ERP is your enterprise resource planning. Okay, so what is this? It is basically the integrated management of business processes, or let's say business requirements. So when we are specially dealing with business processes and business products, then we use ERP. So ERP products are like Oracle is there, then SAP is there. So this is basically for professional things, and for the business manufacturing and everything, like supply chain services for procurement and everything, we use ERP. Salesforce is CRM, customer relationship management. So we can consider it as a part of ERP also, like some we can go ahead and we can handle the business processes. But if we talk about basically or let's say primarily what is Salesforce, so Salesforce is a CRM, it's not ERP. Okay, so ERP systems, they are basically used when we are when we are trying to let's say get hold of different business processes, and then we are trying to exchange data between them that are related to their business processes, like accounting and everything. So in that cases we use ERP, and ERP is like let's say it's more vast as compared to the CRM. So what is cloud based, or let's say what is cloud computing? So cloud computing is where we are like, it is a concept in which we use network based computing, okay, through which we can go ahead and we can share the computer processing resources, we can share data and everything. And what we need just like internet. Okay, for example, the best example is your WhatsApp and Gmail. So if you want to use Gmail, you don't need any kind of special device or any special requirement is there to use Gmail. You will just, if you're using it on your phone, you'll go ahead, you'll download an app and you will start using it. You just need internet in your phone, or internet connection or network connection. So that is your cloud computing, that you don't need uh, various devices for data storage or computer system resources and everything. It's a very simple thing, and it believes in the delivery of the services. So that there comes the cloud computing, where you only need network and internet and no other hardware devices. So that is your cloud computing. Okay, now these are cloud computing features. Cloud computing, so we have SaaS and PaaS. Like, it is some important questions. What is SaaS and PaaS? So one more thing has been added, that is your IaaS. So SaaS is software as a service, where we are providing software as a service. PaaS, platform as a service. And IaaS, that is your infrastructure as a service. Okay, so what we are providing as a service, on that basis we have divided the cloud computing models. Okay, so coming to Salesforce, Salesforce is your SaaS, software as a service. Okay, so what happens in SaaS or software as a service model, that softwares are distributed over the cloud. For example, Salesforce. In Salesforce, we have different clouds, and with the help of those clouds are present in Salesforce in the form of apps. Okay, and we can go ahead and we can use those apps, and we don't require any physical infrastructure or any kind of extra requirement is there. So Zoho, NetSuite, Salesforce, these all are software as a service. Like, it is one of the interview questions. They ask that what is SaaS and PaaS, and what is Salesforce? Salesforce, is it a software as a service, or is it a platform as a service? So Salesforce is a software as a service. Salesforce.com. Similarly, we have Force.com. So Force.com, it comes under platform as a service. So in platform as a service, we provide the hardware, the storage devices, the network devices, everything over the cloud. And here, application is not available as a service. We provide you a platform, and on that platform, you can go ahead and build an application. So Force.com is one such example. Then Google App Engine is there. These all are, an example of platform as a service. Then we have infrastructure as a service. So in infrastructure as a service also, in infrastructure, we have to provide again all the physical infrastructure as well as all the software related infrastructure to install your application as well as to run your application. So in that case, it comes the infrastructure as a service. So the thing to remember in this is that Salesforce is a software as a service, whereas Force.com is platform as a service. Okay. Now, the basic thing is, Salesforce sign-in. How can you log in inside the Salesforce? So what happens is that in Salesforce, we have a sandbox. Okay, we can use different types of sandbox, and different types of sandboxes, as well as we can have different sandboxes. And through those sandboxes, we create things, then we test things, and then we finally deploy all the things which we have created to the production environment. And production environment is the main environment, which is, for the client, because client, they have their real-time data over there, and everything is finally deployed to production. Okay. So for login, you just need to have a valid email ID, and through that valid email ID, you can go ahead, you can register. you will receive a link in your email. Through that link, you will be activating as well as you will be verifying your account. And once you have verified your account, you can go ahead. You will after the verification of the account, you'll be setting up the password. And once you have set up the password, you can go ahead and you can just um, create your own org where you can like implement whatever is wanted, as well as if you want, you can go ahead and you can test it. So one more thing, as I said, that we have different types of sandboxes. Okay, we'll be discussing what are different types of sandboxes. So as I said, that production is something which is very crucial. So when we are logging into production, so your URL is login.salesforce.com. And whenever you're trying to log in into a sandbox in which you will be, testing and developing everything, that is not final. So that can be logged in through the URL test.salesforce.com. Okay, so right now what we can do is we'll go ahead, we'll try to create kind of a developer sandbox, or let's say a playground sort of sandbox where we would be doing all the exercises. Basically, what is account? So accounts, they are used to store the information about the customers or individuals with whom we'll be doing the business.
Okay.
Okay. So, for example, there is Amazon, right? So Amazon is doing business with other companies. For example, in Amazon, we can see the products related to Prestige and Philips and every other company. So those companies, they will be, or the data related to those companies, they will be shared under accounts.
Okay.
So accounts are basically used to store the information about the customers or individuals with whom we are going to do the business. Okay. Then we have contacts. So contact is also a standard object in Salesforce. Click on contacts just next to accounts. Yeah. Okay. So what are contacts? Contacts are the contact person of the accounts.
Okay.
For example, we have Prestige company inside Amazon, the products of Prestige inside Amazon. Okay. So Prestige will be our account. And in Prestige, if we have, for example, I am working in Prestige, and if anybody has any work, they have to contact me. Okay, so my information, like my contact details and email ID and everything, that will be stored under contacts.
Okay.
So in contacts, we basically store the information related to the contacts of those accounts. Okay. Now, if you'll go next to home, there is opportunities.
Yes.
Yes. So click on opportunities. Okay. So what are opportunities? Accounts, as I said, that accounts will be the people whom, or the organization or individual with whom we will be doing the business.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see, for example, in Amazon, we have different companies. Okay. For example, Prestige and Cello and Milton and everything. But Amazon would be getting proposal from different companies. Okay. Some of the proposals would be going successful and some other would not be successful.
Yes.
Okay. So opportunity is basically a deal which is in progress.
Okay.
Okay. So under opportunities, we store the information, or let's say the details of the let's say account or any organization whose deal is in progress.
Okay.
Okay. Then, so we talked about accounts, we talked about contacts, we talked about opportunities, and you can see there would be leads just next to opportunities.
Okay.
Okay. So what happens is lead is just the very initial phase. Somebody who has contacted you because they want to do business with you. Okay. So at that time, we enter the details under lead. Okay.
Okay.
Whenever that lead is finalized, we go ahead and we convert that lead.
Okay.
Okay. And when we convert that lead, okay, so lead means whom we can do business with. Okay. So once it is successful, we convert that lead. And once the lead is converted, then three things are automatically created, that are account, contact, opportunities.
Okay.
Okay. So under Sales Cloud, we have these, four important, let's say, objects under
Mhm.
which we, do all the work. There are other objects as well, but mainly we deal with accounts, contacts, opportunities, and leads. And these are all your standard objects.
Okay.
Okay. So, any doubt what are standard objects or what are custom objects or anything?
It's clear.
It's clear. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Can you just cross out the guidance center thing on the right side of your homepage? Yeah. So here you can see that, for example, if you want to create any new information related to lead, okay,
Okay.
you've got a new lead and you want to enter that information in Salesforce. So if you want to enter that information in Salesforce, it means that you will be creating a record.
Okay.
Okay. So for creating a record, you will go ahead and you will click on new. Okay. So just go ahead and click on new button. These are buttons. Okay.
Okay.
So see, these are all fields and you have to enter your data
Okay.
inside these fields. Okay. So for example, if you have a name, right? So that name will be in the form of alphabetical letters. Okay. So this the thing that is your alphabetical thing. Or for example, if it is a phone number, so your phone number will be a number. Okay. If
Okay.
you have to enter anything like amount, so amount is related to money, so that will be currency. So these all are data type.
Okay.
Okay. For example, name, it will be a text data type, right? Then if it is a phone number, it will be a number data type. Okay.
Yes.
If it is an email or it is a website, then the data type will be URL. So
Okay.
these all are the standard data types that are available in the Salesforce. So
Okay.
whenever we are trying to create custom fields, okay, we have to first specify the data type of those fields. Okay. So
Okay.
now what we are going to do is we are going to create a new record of lead. Okay, we are
Okay.
entering data, we are creating a record. So now one more thing I'll tell you. You see there is name and just next to name there is a red star.
Yeah.
Yeah. So red star against any field, it means that that is required. Okay. It means it needs to have a value. You cannot leave it null, right?
Okay.
You need to enter value. Okay. So for example, under name also, the last name, see, if you will not enter that value, you will get an error message that complete this field.
Okay.
Okay. So now you can go ahead and enter a last name. So your last name, it would be a text or it would be an alphabetical thing. So you can enter your name. So these are all standard fields because you have not created any field. These all are standard fields which are present in Salesforce. Okay.
Okay.
One more thing, you can never delete a standard field from Salesforce. Okay. These all fields, you can never delete them. But
Okay.
what you can do is you can remove them from the page which is visible to you. Okay. We'll
Okay.
do these things. I'm just giving you a brief overview sort of thing. Okay. So
Okay.
you can never delete a standard field. Okay.
Okay.
Then what is a required field? Required fields means that field necessarily needs to have a value against it. Okay, so you have entered the name. Then if you see that there is another field, lead status. Okay, so that is also required because there is a red asterisk over there.
Okay.
Scroll downwards. Okay, and now if you want to enter any other information, you can go ahead and enter that. And if you don't want to enter that information, you can just click on save.
Okay.
Yeah, and this record will be created. So click on save. Okay, so you have left out a required field, that is company.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is how it looks like. Every required field needs to have a value against it or data against it. Required fields means that field necessarily needs to have a value against it. Okay, so we have entered the name. Then if you'll see that there is another field, lead status. Okay, so that is also required because there is a red asterisk over there.
Okay.
Scroll downwards. Okay, and now if you want to enter any other information, you can go ahead and enter that. And if you don't want to enter that information, you can just click on save.
Okay.
Yeah, and this record will be created. So click on save. Okay, so you have left out a required field, that is company.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is how it looks like. Every required field needs to have a value against it or data against it. Okay, now see, your record has been created.
Yes.
Okay, now click on details. Okay, so here you can see all the details which you have entered while creating a record.
Okay.
Okay, now for example, if you have missed out anything, for example, phone number, you did not enter at that time. So how
Yes.
you can enter it right now? You can just click on that pen over there. Yeah.
Okay.
You can enter the data if you have missed anything. You can enter the data, you can edit the data as well.
Okay.
Okay, and then again you can go ahead and you can click on save, and that information will be saved.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the standard fields which are present on leads. Similarly, if you open accounts, you will be able to see the standard fields against account, because since we have not created any custom field right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the another thing which I talked about was that data type.
Okay.
Okay, so data type will tell you the type of data it is going to store. Okay, so how can you check the data type? Can you navigate to the setup page?
Setup. Okay.
Right, so this is your setup page. Now we want to check the data type of any field.
Okay.
Okay. So what you can do is the fields, they are stored against objects. Okay, so if we are going to find anything, or if we are going to create anything related to objects, we will go to object manager. So
Okay.
click on object manager. Okay, now for example, we have to find the data type of any field of account. So we have the account object. Okay, can you click on account?
Yes.
Yeah. Now here you can see the things which you can customize related to account object. So you can customize the fields and relationships, you can customize the page layout, and these all are the lists which you can go ahead and you can create a new, or you can go ahead and edit. Okay. So click on fields and relationships. Okay. Now see, here you can see all the fields which are right now present for account object. Okay. So since we have not created any custom field. Right now, you can only see the standard fields and their data type, which are present in accounts object. Okay.
Okay.
So, like you have account name, you have account number, then
Mm-hmm.
you will be having a type field, then active and everything. So, see, the first is field label, and then you have the name, then you have the data type. Okay, so as I told you, the data type is like the type of data which we are going to store against that field. Okay, so for example, account name. So account name will be a name. So name will be the data type. So under name data type, we will have the salutation, we will have the first name and the last name. Okay,
Okay.
then account number. So account number, it can have numbers as well as it can have alphabet. So it is an alphanumeric field. So for that, we will have text as the data type. Okay, so now you will also get confused that there are two things. One is field label and the other is field name. Okay, so what is the difference is field label is that how the field is going to be displayed on the UI part.
Okay.
Okay, and the field name or uh, yeah, the field name thing, it will be the name of the field,
Okay.
which will be stored in the backend. Okay. For
Okay.
example, I'll tell you an example. Account name. Okay. So the
Okay.
field label is account name and the field name is name. Okay. So if you will go ahead and you will check, so the field is displayed on the UI, or
Mm-hmm.
let's say you can see the field as account name. Okay. But on the backend, it is stored as name.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the difference between what is field label and what is field name. So field name is the name of the field that is available in the program or in the
Okay.
backend, and field label is how the field is going to be displayed on the UI part.
Okay.
Okay, then for example, if we have country, okay, a field.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you want anybody to go ahead and choose from the number of countries, okay, so that will be a pick list data type. Okay, we will
Okay.
be entering all the values which will be displayed in the drop down, and that will be a pick list data type. So these all are different data types, or these all are the different types in which we can go ahead and we can store data against the fields in Salesforce. We have learned like what are standard objects, what are standard fields. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like just below fields and relationships, we have page layouts. Okay, so
Okay.
page layout is like how you're going to see that page. Okay,
Okay.
for example, key like account number, where you can see account number, where you can see account name. If you want to like uh, place account number first and then account name, so it all can be done with the help of page layout. So page layout is basically the page which we are going to view, or which will be visible to the user, the direct user. That is page layout. So we can customize the page layout also, like what you want to be visible on the page layout, what you don't want to be visible on the page layout. Okay, so that all can be customized from page layout. Okay, so when we talked about data type, there is one more, like there are numerous data type. So there is one more, for example, if you want to, calculate any date of birth. Okay, for
Okay.
example, you will ask a user to enter his or her date of birth. And if you want to calculate the age from that date of birth, so you will be creating a formula field. Okay,
Okay.
so formula field, we what we do is we enter a formula, we fix a formula, and
Mm-hmm.
that formula is calculated once we save the record. Okay, we will ask the user to enter his or her date of birth, and based on that date of birth, the age will be automatically calculated.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll show you what all data types are available. Click on fields and relationships. Now click on new, the button on the right side, top right. You have deleted fields, field dependencies.
Yes.
Okay, so there is new. Click on
Okay.
new.
Okay.
Okay, so these all are the data types that are already available in the Salesforce. Okay,
Okay.
so you see there is auto number, there is a formula field, then there is a roll up summary field, then lookup relationship. So these lookup relationship and master detail relationship is that how we can go ahead and we can link two different objects. Okay, then
Okay.
we have checkbox that the tick thing, and then we have date and time, then we have date, and similarly we have these all types of standard data types that are available in the Salesforce. So we
Mhm.
can create the fields of these many data types.
Okay.
Okay, you'll scroll down, then you can see more. You have a pick list. So similarly, a pick list can be a normal pick list and it can be a multi-select pick list. So
Okay.
multi-select pick list is what? That from the pick list values, you will be able to select one or more than one value. So that will be your multi-select pick list data type. Okay. So these all are the data types which are available in the Salesforce, and you can go ahead and create the fields of these many data types. Okay, and the fields which we will create, we will call them the custom fields.